It's the pod pregame, and I got a special shirt made for our special guest. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it, Captain Jimmy. Episode 17. Many folks thought we'd never make it past episode 2 or 3. If you're one of those folks, you were wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Already thinking about episode 18, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'm already planning out the celebration we're going to have when we get to episode 100. That's if Prima BP doesn't break up with me before then and find a better co-host. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. But anyway, really excited about our guest, Captain Jimmy of Beach and Bash. Probably the most mentioned, sorry, I'm just trying to get my situation right here. Probably the most mentioned person in the history of this podcast. Mentioned pretty much every damn episode, one way or another. Here comes BP, y'all. Get ready.
Hi.
There she is. I
I
missed
love
you. I missed you.
I miss you too. I love the shades.
Thank you. These are actually just say, can you see what those say?
From here it looks like it says like yeah. Okay, dirty heads. I thought it said dirty and I'm like I don't know what the second word could
Custom,
be.
custom dirty head shades because we're going to see him on Halloween night in Atlantic City.
Oh, you are?
Me, my wife, Uncle Wally, and Mrs. Miller. Halloween night.
Halloween night.
Gonna be
Okay.
nuts.
I love that you're just telling us about it over a month in advance.
That's how excited I am. But by the way, are you ready to hit the button and play it?
I am.
All right,
Let
play.
me do that right now.
Welcome to Rev and BP, the podcast where real estate meets romance and absolutely nothing is off limits. Meet your hosts, Ben Stentz of Lux Property Group, your go-to guy for luxury homes, killer deals, and occasional dad jokes, and Kristen Gonzalez of Hype Woman Productions, wedding planner, chaos coordinator, and certified vibe curator. They're cousins, they're besties, and they bring the energy. From love and real estate to big life moves and beautiful spaces, and mostly a bunch of random shit you didn't need to know. Pull up a chair, pour up a drink, and get ready to laugh, learn, and low-key spiral with the best cousin combo in the game. This is Rev and BP.
And I'm rocking my new tumbler.
Woo! That thing looks good. That thing looks so good. Ooh, where'd you get it?
Official Hype and Hitch tumbler. You
Oh,
knuckleheads need to get online and go to the website. You could order a tumbler, you could order a sweatshirt, you could order a coffee mug, whatever you want. Uh,
water bottle.
Water bottle. Look at this thing. This is great.
We took this out today. We were just running errands, and I was like, ugh, gotta have the new water bottle with us in case anyone looks in my car.
Tell the loyal fan base where they can go if they want to order some
Okay.
Hype
You
and
can
Hitch.
go to our website. It's called born2hype.com. And then you can just, I think it's clicking at the top. I think it says swag, or just scroll all the way to the bottom. There's four different ones listed. We got the water bottle, which is this guy here. We got the tumbler that Ben has. We have some coasters right now. And then we have a sweatshirt that is unisex sizes, Hypelman Productions on the front. And then there's so much writing on the back. I won't spoil it. I'll let you guys check it out. It's a lot. It's like the mantra from when we had some styled shoots all last year. It's like a little chant that we would have before every shoot just to kind of get the energy going. So
I love it.
swag is now available online.
I love it. People get on there and order something. First of all, it's good stuff. And second of all, you got to support Prima BP. You got to support the cause. You can't be a fan and not, throw a few dollars in the pot. It's not like she's making a bunch of money selling tumblers, but support the
Yeah.
cause.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for the shout out. Soon we'll have to get some Rev and BP
I
pods.
I was thinking about it when I was opening my box with the tumblers. I was like, we gotta get some merch out here.
Yeah, that's the next step. We had to test
Sure.
it out with my shit, and then when we're for real, I will say this is way better quality than I expected.
Yeah, this,
Like,
we have a lot of these in our house. This is just as nice, like quality
yeah,
wise, as anything else we have.
perfect.
Yeah.
I love it all. I got to make a few tweaks on the coaster, but I'm thinking about putting like some notebooks up there. I can get some coffee mugs. Yeah, it's endless opportunities out here with swag.
Swag. I love it.
Um,
I have a special shirt for today's guest. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
He's a big Eagles fan, so I got the shirt for him.
Eagles suck.
I can't wait for him to see it.
I was rewatching our teaser from last week and hate to say that your Giants, my dad's Giants, and Dustin's Cowboys all lost.
Right,
All lost.
right in the shitter, my Giants. Like it's like texted somebody, one of my Giant friends, and said, "We're pretty bad, just like 2024." And then I put 2023, 2022, 2020. I went all the way back to 2013. I was like,
Aw.
same movie, just a different year.
I was trying to watch, I totally forgot about the game, the Giants game. And when I remembered, it was already like well into the third quarter, and I said, ugh, I'm not gonna do it. But I did watch most of the Cowboys and Eagles game
Yeah,
up until they went into the weather hold.
right.
So of course I saw whatever that dude's name. I'm bad with the names. I'm not gonna know the team members' names, but homeboy got ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott
Yeah, like right at the very beginning.
as soon as it started.
I
I'm
wasn't
like,
watching, but then I
welcome to the NFL 2025 season.
it's great. It's great high drama on a Thursday night on opening night. I wasn't watching, but immediately my son texted me. He's like, "Are you watching?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, Jalen Carter just spit on Dak Prescott." I was like, "Damn, came out swinging."
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good for all the people who don't normally watch and they were watching. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just here for any drama.
yeah. I mean, listen, the NFL will act like they don't like that, and I'm sure he's going to get fined and all that, but they know
Oh,
secretly they like it because it's good TV.
yeah, everybody's talking about it. That's what they want.
Exactly.
It'll take people away from saying that the Cowboys lost, but hey, I had a guy in my networking group who was at the game because he's a huge Eagles fan. So I was texting him. I was like, "Hey, have a great time, blah, blah, blah." I'll have to ask him next week when I see him. Did you enjoy that the spit session? Soon.
Exactly.
So
By the way,
funny.
Cowboys Giants this weekend playing each other.
On Sunday?
Yes,
Okay. Well, you know that it's a Lake Tahoe weekend.
I know.
So,
You ain't got no time for football.
yeah, it depends on, I don't know what time the game is or what time we're flying back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I will, of course, let you know if I do end up watching.
I'm more interested to hear about the big wedding.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be awesome.
Alex and I are leaving. We're gonna be packing up our stuff tomorrow. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff to get ready. My little suitcase here is maybe like 50% there, um, with everything to prep, but gotta do all the laundry, clean the house, blah, 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 blah. And then we'll leave Thursday morning and then we'll come back sometime on Sunday. So on next week's episode, we're gonna deep dive that thing.
Deep dive into this wedding. It's crazy because it seems like it was just a week or two ago when you were in Tahoe for the walkthrough or
I
the
know.
preparation, but I guess that was like at least a month ago, maybe longer.
Yeah, it was like August 11th is when I went.
Maybe
So,
a month. Yeah.
so crazy. Yeah, about a month ago. And then in 2 weeks, I don't even know if we've already talked about this. In 2 weeks, so I'm going to Tahoe this weekend, and I'm coming back on Sunday. And then 2 weeks from today, I have a final walkthrough for another California bride in like the Daly City Bay Area. And that's the one that I booked over family vacay.
I remember when you were on that call.
Woo! So I'm like popping back and forth to Cali.
Yeah, you're gonna be like paying like California income tax out there so much.
It's crazy. This one is at a country club. Cannot wear denim. I got strict instructions.
Fancy, bougie, bougie.
So I'll have to whip out my tennis skirt, I guess, for this one.
Yeah, yeah. Put that little number you had on when you were golfing. That's a nice
Exactly.
country club outfit. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, oh, there's that cup.
TT Angie can be very excited when she gets here on Friday and sees her cup.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Did she know that you bought it or no?
Um, I think I did tell her, but I don't think she's seen what it looks like. I think I just
Okay.
told her at bottom.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, she's gonna be fired up. And um,
Oh, speaking of fire, that was a great segue. So last week was Jaden's first day of college,
Hmm.
on Wednesday. And I was, of course, asking Steph how it went. And she goes, he just sent me one word. And he was like, it's fire. She's like, how's your class going? He goes, fire.
Well, I actually saw
Great.
the Stephanator and Jaden this past Saturday.
Oh, did you have breakfast for Grandparents' Day?
Yes, and I flew back in. I was in Cleveland all last week.
Yeah.
I flew in. Wasn't supposed to come home until Monday,
Mm.
but I called an audible for multiple reasons and came back Saturday morning and drove straight to the diner and got there like 5 minutes after 10. So I got to talk to Jaden about
Oh
it.
my
He
God.
didn't have a lot to say, but all reports and vibes were very positive. Likes his roommate. He's met a couple other new friends already. He ran into the other Jaden Lopez
That is so crazy.
that like he thinks it's funny and Steph like doesn't. That Steph's like mad about it. She's this freaking other Jaden Lopez. I'm like, Steph. But Jaden seemed like he was in good spirits, so it's good.
Good.
Yep.
Good. I love
And
it.
I did ask him like quietly. I was like, have you met any girls?"
Mhm.
And he was like, "Uncle Ben, we'll talk about it later." He didn't want to talk about it in front of his mom or his aunt.
His dorm is in between, or like I think it's in between or just next to one of the sorority houses. So it's he's bound to have some things pop off.
Listen, he's living the dream. I'm like, dude, if I would have wanted to live next to the sorority house back in my day,
Dangerous.
dangerous. Dangerous. Dangerous. I would have had my own swipe card into that. Our guest is in the waiting room. Should we just bring him in?
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I've been,
got
I
my
know, I know. I've been amped up all day. Bring him in, give a good intro, and we're gonna get into it.
We're gonna give a good intro. This
Yeah.
this guy by far is the most oft mentioned
Oh,
person in podcast history.
yeah.
We have literally mentioned his name probably every single episode.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Particularly because this summer we were doing a lot of events and I have a huge event next week with him, which we'll talk about. So
Okay.
we'll get him in, we'll get him to tell us his government name, and then we will get into it. All right, let's see. Hopefully he's got his tech together.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's oh.
Oh, dang. You just
There
jumped right into it.
it is.
What's up?
Oh, nice sport coat. Okay. It's
Well,
like we're
listen,
back at the
the
white party.
people, I took a vote if I needed to break it back out, and on IG, and the people spoke. I got
Yeah.
all yeses except for one no. I'll let you guess who voted that no.
That was probably
Was it your wife?
Mrs. Big
He-
Tuna.
He's like, let's retire that thing.
Listen, first of all, I we always start this way. Please, you got to share your government name with the viewers. Tell us who the hell you are.
Oh, well, I mean, my official government name? No, we'll do that, but we'll say I'm Jim Curlin with Beach and Bash.
He's like some of our other guests. He's probably got warrants in various states.
Great.
Yeah. Like my God-given name, like my mom was James Joseph Curlin, if you want to know the full thing, but that gives me PTSD. Because when I was in trouble, my mom would scream all three, James Joseph Curlin, get
Yeah.
your out here. And you'd be like, oh. But then
Well,
I quickly, and then, we struggle as James, right? Because then you got to decide, do you want to be Jimmy? Do you want to be Jim? Do you want to be James? I even call on Joe. It's tough. I had, so like I'm Jim sometimes I'm Jimmy, as you know, Ben and Kristen now on my Facebook, and Big
Yeah,
Tuna's a
we're
nickname
Facebook
goes.
official. We're Facebook
And I had
official.
to. A little vet person, Hype Woman Productions, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Captain Jimmy, let's go.
well, we said right before you came in, you are probably the only person who's been mentioned in all 17 episodes of this podcast.
Yeah.
I
Your
got a
name has
streak
come
going,
up
man.
every time.
I
And
know it's gonna sadly end someday. I know it is, but that's okay. I love
I
y'all
don't
either
think
way.
so.
I don't
Well,
think so either.
it's not going to be today, and it's not going to be next week because we'll talk about it later. But the Lux Property Group's got a big old event next week with you and Erica and Beach and Bash, which we'll talk about. But I do want to note a couple things. One, I got my Beach and Bash hat on from the retro party, and two,
Yes.
I bought a special shirt just for today.
Oh my gosh, man. All right. Well, see you guys later. I'm just kidding.
It's been real.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh man, the Eagles suck shirt. Oh
I
man, I
had
need
to.
Paige. Where's Paige? Can we phone a friend real quick? I got this guy's text, and I'm like, need some backup here.
Last time we called Paige, we had Paige on the pod without giving him notice. He laid an egg on us, so we don't want to surprise him.
That would
Terrible
ruin my
when
phone
we
a
didn't
friend.
give him like a week's notice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's very
Now wait a minute. So wait, I want to. So this is episode 17, right?
Yes.
17.
Listen, I want to talk to you all about something. I mean, first of all, we should start this with a huge round of applause for you
I
two.
like that you're just clapping nonstop.
I know. I had to because I had to get my thought out of my mouth. My thoughts here, and I'm going event brains. Because I want to say consistency is key. So kudos to you all for sitting down and doing this over and over and over. I've known many people that are, I'm going to do a podcast. They don't get it started. Or I've known people that have started them. They do like three and they're like, you know what I mean? And they just, and like, kudos, man. It's really awesome that you all are taking this step. And I'm glad it's I know it's going to be a success too. I know you'll just continue to do it, and that's what the repetition is. It's consistency. So I just want to applaud you all for that. You deserve
Thank
that. Well,
you.
We
welcome.
appreciate that. We've learned a lesson here, Captain Jimmy, that this is a labor of love. Like the amount of time
Yep.
for all the various things involved with it is a fair amount of time, and it is a labor of love. It's not always convenient, but we have stuck with it, and we're going to keep sticking with it. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
I
truly.
hope so. I definitely hope so because I look forward to listening to it. So
Thank you.
Aw,
Thank
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, man. So what's shaking?
Oh, we're all over the map. Before you came on, we had like 10 minutes of just catching up.
Okay,
My partner Prima BP's got a big wedding this weekend in Lake Tahoe, so she's headed to Tahoe to execute a wedding this weekend.
let's go.
Speaking your
Yeah.
language.
Yep.
Where, now is this the same? Like, weren't you out there? Like on the one pod, you were there and you were having some technical difficulties.
Oh
Same.
my gosh, I was having technical difficulty. No, I was out there for the final walkthrough. So we do like a 1 month prior to the wedding. We'll just go through all the details with the couple, make sure we're good, and then we go for wedding weekend. So we're gonna fly out on Thursday, come back Sunday. The wedding is on Saturday. So
Nice.
it's actually going to be our first beach wedding. So I know that's, second nature to you. So I'm super pumped.
Yeah,
My
it's
dog
never
is
second
stuck
nature.
underneath me. Hang on a sec.
Oh,
That's so
Braxton.
good.
Braxton, what are you doing? There he is.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
usually on the bed. There he is. What's
Yeah,
up, dog?
I don't
That's
think
not
he's ever been
that's
up
not
here.
it's a different dog that's usually on the bed, Jimmy. That's Ava. This is Braxton. He's never
Oh,
gotten on the bed.
He's never been
oh,
on the
okay.
pod.
What's up, Braxton? All
Yeah,
right.
they're
Oh, man.
crazy. Anyways, so first beach wedding. I'm super
Okay.
pumped. Super excited.
You should be. Definitely, man. It's just like an indoor wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. I've never been to Lake Tahoe, but I know I actually have a friend that lives out there, and I've heard this is gorgeous. So
It
I don't
is.
know if it's like
Yeah.
as windy. Like here, the big struggle is always the wind, the
Yeah.
damn wind.
Yeah.
And out there on the beach, like you can even look and you can be like, oh, it's only gonna be 10 mph. And then for some reason, as soon as you get over the dunes, it's like
Yeah, I've been checking the weather for the past week. I'm like, it's just gonna be, I think, cold. I'm gonna freeze my ass off. I'm like a 90s weather kind of girl, and it's gonna be
okay,
like 65 to like 34 is the low. So, woohoo!
word,
Pray for
word.
me.
Yeah.
You have
And
to
then
get like a hype woman hoodie. You got a hype woman hoodie
that's
yet,
right.
man?
Oh my gosh,
He's got one right
it's
there.
like you were here before I
What?
got here.
Let's go! I love it.
I do have a Hype Woman hoodie.
I love it.
That
And
is
then
so
and then
funny.
Jimmy, she's going back in like a month for another California wedding.
Yeah.
That's because she's dominating.
I told her she's gonna have to start paying income tax in California if she doesn't slow down.
I know, man. She's gonna be national and then international.
It's wild. I was actually talking to somebody in one of my business networking groups from a different area, and he was like, "You need to franchise this." And I was like, "Oh, you're talking way above my pay grade, buddy, but like that sounds like a great idea. Maybe like when I can wrap my brain around it a year from now." So when Ben and I were talking about having you on for real, I was like, we need to pick Captain Jimmy's brain. I need to know all about how you got started, everything. I just need to know.
Yeah, that
Phew.
we'd love to hear kind of the origins of Beach and Bash, where that idea came from, where the
Yeah.
name came from, and how you
Yeah.
guys got it off the ground.
Yeah. How the
Yeah,
heck
cool.
do you do this?
It was one of those things that kind of just evolved, right? So, of course, I don't know, Ben, I think you knew, like in 2019, I got really ill and I came down. I told you I'm an open book, so just stop me if you don't want to hear this part. But I came down with at the time, they didn't know what the hell was going on with me. So, I was this one morning. I should say I started feeling very funny, right? Just off, and I go to the doctor, and nothing was wrong with me. They would say, and so long story short, one morning I woke up, literally couldn't walk. It felt like I was like walking on a canoe, like the floor was moving underneath me. So Erica rushed me to the hospital. They're like, "Oh, you're just having a panic attack." And so started my journey to finally finding out after a few long months. I went up to Johns Hopkins, which is a big hospital here in Baltimore for your viewers that might not know. And lo and behold, I had this weird condition at the time called dysautonomia. And underneath that umbrella, there was a few different specific diagnoses. So at that point, because I had actually collapsed taking my real estate license exam in Salisbury.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
oh yeah, like I was like in the middle, and I just started sweating profusely. And that's when, like, I was just trying to, because it was during that time, because I was like, I'm gonna get my real estate license down here. And I had had a long background in doing events. Like I had done a big festival. And I just enjoyed doing that stuff and promotions for like bands, smaller local bands and things like that. So I had a lot of background in that, but I just didn't think of like doing it like full time. And I was like, oh, getting into real estate, right?
Mhm.
So anyway, so why I'm telling that is because after all that happened, we kind of needed something. Erica had her full-time job still, and we kind of needed something that I could do because I couldn't really commit to like doing something because it was so up and down. And I was like bedridden for like 3 months. It was crazy. So
Whoa, wow.
yeah, it was really like I could barely, like I could, it was just, and they didn't know. They were like, you're either, the weirdest part was when I went to Hopkins, the leading researcher on this weird condition came in, he looked at me and he goes, and I'm laughing about it now because I'm the laughing kind of guy. I just feel like you go through life like that, right? Just try to be positive.
Yeah.
But he walks in, and he's like, "Okay, Mr. Curlin." He was like, "You're either going to live or you're going to die." And I was like, "Okay, that's pretty much how life goes." But he
Okay.
said, "You either have a form of it called uh, it was like a dysfunction for dysautonomia that basically it was like your system would start to shut down, right? It was called pure autonomic failure, PAF." And I said, "That doesn't sound good." And he said, "No." He was like, "But it's just starting now." He's like, "I'd give you 3 to 5 years." I
Whew.
said, "Wonderful." And then Erica just starts like bawling, right? And I say, "Well, if that happens, is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's a lot like ALS." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds awful." And I was
Oh
like,
my
"But will
God.
I get one of those really cool wheelchairs that I can like spin around in with the speak and spell?"
Oh my
And
God.
Erica just starts hitting me. She's like, "How can you?" And I was like, "Come on, like that'll be awesome." But anyway, so at that point, yeah, we came home, and yeah, so Beach and Bash was born actually. A funny part is we originally wanted to be a marketing, like where people would call us up and we would do like bachelorette parties,
Mhm.
and we would like take them to like Dewey Beach, right, and get like different. So I started just because while I was sick, I could at least like call people, send out emails.
Right.
I had a business background because before this, I owned weird enough, I owned a home furnishings and interior design business in Kensington. So I had a lot of experience also, not only in events, but in also building teams. I had about 9 people there that worked for me. Um, and so, yeah, so I started building the infrastructure of it. And then, like, nothing was happening. Like, and this is where entrepreneurism comes in because you're looking at it, and you're like, well, this idea sucks. And we had a really bad logo and all this stuff. Like if I showed you all the logo, you'd be like, ooh, it was like off of Fiverr or something. But you got to start somewhere, right?
I gotta see it now. I have to see it.
I know. Man, I should have. Man, I need to like find it. Actually, if you go on our Facebook page, like and you scroll, I think there's one all the way at the end of it. Hopefully,
Okay.
but yeah,
I
it
like
was.
seeing progress, baby.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what it is.
Right.
Hmm.
But so then we like pivoted, and so we had a couple of those old camping folding chair things.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, Erica, we could do bonfires." And at that point, I was getting a little bit better, but I would, like the doctor said, if I didn't get better, I was going to die. If I started getting better, I was going to have it for the rest of my life, but it would just be like flare-ups, which is the state I'm in now. So that's
Um,
why I said, "Well, we could do like some bonfires." And Erica's like, "Bonfires?" It's like, okay. So I just put it out there. We did a few bonfires, and Erica came back from a bachelorette party, and she goes, "Hey, you know what else we could add to this?" I was like, "What?" She was like, "She just did a beach picnic in the Florida Panhandle there."
mm.
I said, "Who in the hell is going to pay for a beach picnic?" I was like, "Pfft, that ain't never going to work." So we put some beach picnic stuff on a credit card, and we put it out there. And next thing you know, a few leads started coming in. I was like, "Holy shit!" So then we just started reinvesting. And then I said, one day we just sat down and I looked at her. I said, "Look, we both got event backgrounds, and Erica has more of the hands-on execution. I've had the bigger picture stuff. I've done businesses, so I knew how to run that." And yeah, so then I just took some money. I understood from like I love marketing, I love people, obviously. So I understood though from a marketing standpoint that like logos are important, you know. So that's when there was a friend of a friend that I had seen like somehow on Instagram, and she had just graduated from Salisbury, and she was very, very talented. And I hit her up, and she was starting her own graphic, design business, marketing business. But she hand drew everything. Her name, let's shout out Nicole Weber. So if everybody ever needs her, she's amazing now. She's another young entrepreneur that's blossomed into, I think she has like 3 or 4 employees that work for her now out of Virginia. But yeah, she did this. She hand drew this like logo, right? And of course, now it's way more expensive because she does full branding and she gets it, man. And so when she gave this to us, literally, like Erica started like tearing up. She's like, "I just love it." It was great. But
I love it.
from that point on, man, Beach and Bash was born, and we just started, and then we just slowly. The one thing about entrepreneurism that I learned from an early age was that you can't be everything to everybody. You always hear people like, "Well, now we want to do this." You got to be very patient. You got to be very niched. You got to build this on, and you got to make sure you're good at it. Develop a system, like you were talking about franchising, and that's all about systems. If you don't have systems in place, you cannot scale. It will not happen at all. And that's what we're up against now. We are having a hard time finding like a commercial like place to pull everything in. So I've got systems, but we can't execute them that well still. But that's just it. You just pivot and you go with it. You know what I mean? So there's always a million reasons why you can't, and there's always a reason why you can. And I tell people that all the time. So, you just get out there and freaking get it done, man.
Heck yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love following you guys on social media. Every time I see a post, I'm like, they're out here freaking doing it. And I like that I just have met you in person. I haven't met your wife yet, but yeah, I think it's so great. And I love that you know Ben and you guys like he has experienced your parties and you guys are also friends too. And I can like feel your heart when you're just hanging out with us, but also you're like doing your business but hanging out. So it's like you're totally at ease running your business. And I think that's a super helpful quality to have because it doesn't or does it feel like a job to you? I don't feel like I work a day anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
shooting the shit with everybody and doing whatever.
Yeah, man. It's I always equate it to the duck on the pond. They have
Oh
ducks in
yeah.
Tahoe. I say
Yep.
like they look real calm and serene, and then
Yep.
underneath, they're paddling like shit, man. Like that's me. Do I seem real calm? Cool. See me behind the scenes.
And he's kicking over trash cans, and he's probably, I
Yeah.
mean, BP probably he's probably spitting on Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Your voice. Hey, that was a good one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a good lesson in nuance. Like everybody's like, 'cause I was yelling too, and then they played the replay. If you just waited, okay, I'm not saying what Dak did was as bad, but my man still spit, and that's where it
He did.
started.
He did. He did. Um,
Ugh.
That's so
what
And
I
Ben, I'll tell you this, man. Ben has been he's been awesome supporter. Like he's just been a really, really great guy, and we're really proud to know him. And he's let me into his little circle around here, which has been cool. So it's like, so yeah, he's a Giants fan. I don't have any of those, so I'm only allowed one of those. So Ben has a great heart, man. Ben Stentz, you have an amazing heart yourself. So
well, I appreciate it, Jimmy Curlin.
yeah,
You're a great dude.
yeah,
Kristen, I don't know if you know this, but when Jimmy and I first met, Jimmy lives in Sawgrass, where we first lived. You've been there, where you
yeah,
came family vacation. Jimmy
yeah.
lives in that same community. That's where I first met him. I think when he was probably out walking honey.
Oh,
Sonny,
Sonny,
Sonny with an S.
whose dog is named Sonny? Oh, sorry, honey. Sonny. Um, But that's
funny.
how I first met Jimmy, and I feel the same way about him. A great friend and his great spirit. Him and Erica, I just love watching what Beach and Bash does. They just like they're first of all they're freaking all over the place.
Yeah.
Kristen, we have this new thing. Me and a couple other guys. Anytime we see the Beach and Bash van in the wild, we take a selfie right to Instagram. That van is all over the place. You can see that van anywhere.
I love it. I've debated getting my vehicle wrapped a little bit, and I'm like, okay, it's not that serious for me. Like I can't be carrying a bunch of shit in there. Like, I don't have a ton of inventory, so I'm like, let me calm down with it right now. Let me get a
Do
sweatshirt
it,
in my
dude. I
hat.
don't care. Hey, Kristen, let me tell you, from one person to another, like one entrepreneur to another, do it. I mean, take some money, even if you get some magnets on the side or something
Yeah,
for now. I'm
yeah,
telling you, mobile advertising is just it's once you get it on there, it's the return on investment's huge, and never feel like you're not ready to advertise because you are. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Tell
I
people that
think
all the
that's one good thing, and you probably have experienced this at some point, maybe like when you first started things, is like when I first started this business, I was just making decisions to do things and I never looked back. I wasn't second guessing or I didn't say, I don't know if I should do this. I was like, hey, this feels good. My tummy is like fluttering. It's great. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna keep doing it, and then I'm doing something else. And I just never looked back. And I think that's what makes people really good. I don't have an official business plan, so I have systems, but it's not like not every single thing is written down on paper. Did you
right.
experience the same?
So I actually, as far as, yeah, I mean, when we first started, and then,
Yeah,
yeah, I sat down and said, I got to write an actual business plan because from a few mentors, they're like, you're going to want that because then at
yeah,
the end of the year, it keeps you like on track and like you go
yeah.
back and to your goals and things like that, right? But
Hmm.
you're absolutely right because you're going to start and don't worry about like, the hardest part for me was like projections or like, what the hell does this mean and that? Like, just write it, right?
Hmm.
And then because you're going to change it all the time. But then as you go down the path, you're going to start to refine that and then
Yeah,
refine it. And then it's the only way that you can track your goals really because you're not going to remember everything.
yeah, true.
I mean, if you're anything like me, I can't even remember half the shit that when I walk into walk into the kitchen, I was like, what the hell am I doing in here?
I am
So
like
you
you.
probably got a better brain than I do. I can tell you that.
I
So
know, me and BP have talked about this on many episodes, and I'm sure well, I know you and Erica fit into this, and that's that we both have we've both gone through the same thing of leaving one career with a kind of 9 to 5
Yeah,
type job, with a regular paycheck, and started our businesses a year or so apart from each other. And when you look back on that after you've done it and maybe got a few years under your belt, it's a little bit like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that.
yeah,
yeah, it
But
yeah,
is.
but now, like you can't go anywhere at the Delaware beaches without hearing or seeing something about Beach and Bash. You guys have turned some corner or more than one corner to where people know your name, you have brand recognition, they know your face, they know Erica's face. And but I'm sure at the beginning you were like, oh my God, like this is gonna fail. What the hell are we gonna do? I mean,
Sure.
he has those moments,
Yeah. And you're gonna fail.
right?
Yeah, I know people. I tell people all the time, like, don't be scared of failure. Like, there's a book I read years ago by a guy named Tom Feltenstein, called The 10 Minute Marketer, and he has a couple other books. But and I took his class down in Miami one time. I went to this conference, and he had a class there. Now, Tom Feltenstein helped, Ray Kroc was right, the McDonald's entrepreneur that built
Mm.
McDonald's. So Tom Feltenstein was his brand guy, just a magician. But he talks about two things that he identifies: the turkeys and the eagles, right?
Yeah.
And you have to hang out with eagles because your turkeys peck peck peck. They stay grounded. They
Right.
laugh at you. They want you down here. And if you start hanging out with eagles, and an eagle's going to fail. Think about an eagle when he's hunting, right? He's going down. He might miss that field mouse, right? But he keeps trying. He keeps trying. So in entrepreneurism, that's what stops people all the time of like saying I failed. And I've learned I wasn't like that in my 30s because I was guy this ego. There was a lot of stuff that like my whole illness like really humbled me.
Mm.
But you got to not be scared of failure because you're going to. And
Right.
I'm a positive guy, but you are. There's going to be times, right, Ben? You're not going to get that listing, or Kristen, you're not going to get that one lead, or
Yep.
you're going to screw something up. I mean, it just happens. Like none of us are perfect.
Hmm.
So I always say the biggest thing to do is you got to what I call fail forward,
Yeah.
and you just gotta you can never repeat that. You just look back, you learn from it, you put it underneath you, and you use that as a stepping stone to the next thing. Because
Yep.
if you don't face failure, then you're not ever going to build adversity, and
Yeah.
you've got to have those lessons, and that's where it comes from.
No
Totally.
doubt, no doubt. We talk a lot about this. Lori Ferris, who's my business partner, who's been on the pod. You guys both know Lori. There was this famous moment a year and a half or so ago. We were somewhere. She was driving. I was in her car, and I had had like two deals, both like pretty substantial deals, fall apart like in the same day for different
Mhm.
reasons. And I was like speechless. Like I was
Sure.
beside myself in the car, and she pulled over. I'll never forget this. And Lori's been doing this for a long time, and she said, "You have the rest of today to feel like that, and then you need to get back to it."
Yep.
Mhm.
I think back about that, and I tried to follow her advice, and the next day tried to just put it behind me. And then within about a week, I had like two or three good things happen, and me and her talk about that a lot because it's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
you got to get back on the horse, so to speak, and keep moving forward, fail
Yeah.
forward.
That's
Yeah.
it, baby.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
And
She's
my favorite quote that I live by is from Zig Ziglar. If you learn from defeat, you haven't really lost. And it's just the biggest truth there is. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I always keep that in my brain, and I tell Erica that because that's the hardest thing for her. She's never been like in this situation before, right? And she's had a lot of growth in that department. But
Mm.
so from like where she just wanted to beat her head, she's like, "Why the hell am I doing this? Oh my god!" Or like tears, like because the client called back and said that we sucked. And you just get those people. I mean, Kristen, like unfortunately in the event business, especially like Kristen, you're dealing with like weddings, man. You've got to be like, wow, like, you got to be like on the pointy point. You know what I mean? So, I'm
It is scary.
it gets scary, man, but that's what I mean. So you just step out, you do what you got, like you said, you start to develop systems, and one day you'll look back and you've learned from those things, and that's how you come with your system. So when Hype Woman is national and you're doing and Taylor Swift is calling your ass up, you know what I'm saying? And you're telling her like, Tay Tay, I'm booked up. Tay, I'm booked up. Hype Woman ain't got no time for
Exactly.
you.
I
You
can't.
know what I
I got
mean?
no time. I got no time for you and Trad.
Yeah, hell no. Well, Ted's going
Um,
to divorce Trav. That's going to happen.
oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
did
That's
you
a
say? Wait, wait, wait,
that's a hot
wait,
take.
wait,
Well,
wait,
I had to
wait,
watch out for my wife real quick. She's
Swifties
coming back.
activate.
wait.
Swifties activate.
They about to. They
Whoa.
about to.
Woo, woo, woo. Oh,
Spence, are you close by?
you're about to get a
You might.
call from Rachel. She's gonna have
That's
just like her
my
ears are ringing.
my
Oh my
sister and
God.
Jimmy's wife are both having ringing in
Feature
their
Bash just
ears
got
right now.
canceled by Swifties. Oh,
Swifties,
listen.
they're already after me. And by the way, in our viewer feedback today, there was actually a couple Taylor Swift related comments from something I said last time, which didn't sit well with a few people, which we'll talk about in a minute. But um, Jimmy, tell what I've been waiting to ask you is you guys do a wide variety of events here, and I feel like the variety is growing. You guys, you're like the mad scientist. You're always like thinking about something new. What you personally like, what's your favorite event to kind of execute and pull off and it go well? Like, is there a favorite or do you not think about it that way?
I don't I don't really think about it that way. I mean, be honest. For me, it's the impact, right? I like to have the impact. I like to, I know we didn't. I mean, the weather unfortunately canceled the one bonfire for the Stents family,
Oh,
for the family, or I know, but like getting to go out, like for instance, getting to go out in the boat, right, and taking the boat out,
yeah.
Right.
seeing your awesome family out there, getting to meet Graham with the Wawa hat. That stuff's priceless. I don't. And it's like, and that's what happens. Like, I don't even worry about, um, the money from that standpoint. It's seeing the faces, and that's why this business is so cool.
Yes.
And knowing that,
Amen. Preach it. Preach
yeah,
it.
yeah, just the legacy, right? Because when my grandfather passed away, that's what he changed me a lot. And he said, you never ever want to chase money because subconsciously, when you start chasing money, it subconsciously, no matter what a person means to or not, it can turn your heart a little bit corrupt, right? Because you start worrying about the dollar signs and the cents. He said you instead want to chase success, and success means community, family, friends, being ethical and morally correct, keeping that compass and standing on your principles, right? And so that's the same thing with these events, Ben, is that when I'm doing all these things and having that person or meeting a Graham and she's out there and I'm watching her at the sunset just happy as can be, you know what I mean? Just God bless her, that stuff is so cool to me. But and then like doing the talking about like the retro event, that was beautiful, and bringing in Skeeter Strong, and we raised over 3 grand for that. And just on a quick, I had about 5.5 weeks to put that together, but that was a blast. That ended up being like a lot of fun
The
too.
white
So
party, the white party
yeah,
had 5 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's a
yeah,
quick amount of time.
That was
it is.
fun.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why. And usually I don't take things on unless there's like it's a minimum of 10 weeks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But the venue was dragging their feet on some things and negotiations and things like that. And then all of a sudden one day they were like, sure. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at mine. I'm like, you're asking me to really pull something off in a first time event. Like,
Hmm.
so, but those are a lot of fun. You see all those people out there on the dance floor. That was where, what's her name's? I don't listen. Girls Gotta Eat, like, was
Yeah.
there. And them.
Yep.
So I got to meet them, which was
Hmm.
fun. Erica loves them, Raina and Ashley. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that
They're
was just
they're they're big
overall.
fan they're big fans of our pod from what I understand. So that's
I hope so. They should be. I mean, are we starting a dildo line too, like them? Is that?
well, they are. I mean, I don't know about us, but they are.
Well, I didn't know. Like, are we like? I was. I thought about maybe pitching that idea on here live, but then I was like, maybe
Well,
they're still PG-13, or I know like you didn't really
no, I
want to
mean
go that way.
this topic has come up. I mean, we're not gonna develop a line of sex toys, but we have talked about this stuff only because it's so often discussed on the Girls Gotta Eat podcast, and so
Hmm.
we've been talking about that because they were in town, and that's not necessarily our style, but we've had some good laughs about it. And good
Pretty
viewer
hilarious.
feedback was really activated by us talking about that. In
They
fact,
love it.
we saw our Instagram insights like skyrocket when we started mentioning like vibrators. All of a sudden, the
Oh.
Instagram,
Vibrator, vibrator, vibrator.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I hate to say it, but it's
oh,
true.
and there's the teaser right there.
You're going to be on the teaser with that comment, guaranteed. Um,
That and the Tay Tay one, huh?
tell
Um,
tell us. This is the question Kristen and I have been thinking about for a while. What is it like to work side by side with your spouse?
Hmm.
don't do it.
Be careful. Be careful now.
Thank God she's not home right now. I would have already been decapitated from the Tay Tay
Yeah.
statement by a Swifty. She is a Swifty, so everybody like chill. She's got me under control on that end. What it's like working. Um, it is. I'm not, I'm a book. It's challenging at times. It really is, like, because we're together 24/7 just about.
Yeah.
Um, and I think there's that line of like husband wife versus colleagues, and then there's also we have 8 years age difference, right? And Erica has her skills, I have my skills. And there's just things because I was like such a fuck up in my 20s. Like I would tell people at the time, like I just learned like I made the mistakes, right? And then when I start to see her go down, nothing like that, but I'm saying like when I've done an event and I'm like, well, why aren't you doing this first? She's like, shut up.
Hey,
Like then it turns into the husband wife thing, right? Why you always got to be right, like
mhm.
like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be right. I'm just telling you what I did already. Like
Yeah.
It's
It's like no matter how many times you hear somebody give you the advice of like, and in the back of your head, you're like, I'm sure that they're right. It's like, I just let me do it myself. I have to experience it on my own to really know. And then they're like, God damn it. Yeah, like you were right.
yeah,
it's
But
obvious.
I'll
yeah.
never tell you. I'll never
So
tell
how do
you.
you keep it, husband wife versus that, right? And she thinks of it, which is, it's perfectly understandable. But I'm like, it's coming from a place of love,
Yeah.
and that's where and I know sometimes too, like we talk about perception is not always reality. Self-perception is one of the hardest things to work on. And I try to really work on that part because sometimes because I see it happening and I can be such a perfectionist that I'm like, why are you doing that? And I probably shouldn't snap at times. Not that I'm like angry. I come off like, because I'm like focused and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the coach in me, right? Because I love sports.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, but I mean, ultimately, we've made it like 9 years, so it'll be 9 years tomorrow, actually,
Oh,
In marriage or in the business?
in marriage.
Okay.
Yep, yep,
Amazing.
yep.
9 years tomorrow. Okay. Happy anniversary.
happy anniversary.
Thank
Well,
you.
I think at some point we're going to have Erica on to get her take on all of this. Working every day with your spouse.
Yes.
It's funny because Jimmy and Erica spend like all
Here
day,
it
every day
comes.
together. And Kristen, as you know, me and my wife spend like 12 to 15 days a year together.
Yeah.
Polar opposite situations.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
That's that. How does that? I mean, is that? Do you enjoy that?
This is a great question. It's great.
do
I
I
love it when I flip it back on the podcast host,
listen?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I can
keep us
answer
and
on
when
our
the hat
toes.
goes
Oh my
backwards.
God. Look at his hat. He's already
I
Oh
like,
can
man,
I
face
can
gets
answer
red.
this because I've been asked this
Ange is
question.
listening right now, like I'm about to kill him.
I've been asked this question so many times, so I can answer this. Um, I don't love it, but
Sure.
we made this plan with our eyes wide open together. This wasn't like a surprise, like woke up one day and I was
Right.
like, "Hey, I'm out of here. I'll see you in 5 years." We planned this out pretty meticulously, and I don't love it, and she doesn't love it. But to be honest with you, it actually works remarkably well for us. I'm busy, very busy with my own work stuff and other things, and she's crazy busy. And the truth is, if we were in the same place right now, the only time we would see each other is probably between about like 5:30 and 7:30 each night. Um,
Right.
that she's going to get home at 5:30 or 6. We're maybe going to have something to eat, maybe watch a half an hour of TV, and I go to bed at like 8 or 8:30.
I was gonna say, you're like
Yeah.
be awake
The
for one
mistake.
She
hour.
goes to bed pretty early too, but and then
Mhm.
I'm up super early, she's up early. So even if we were there, the time we would be spending together is extremely limited, except for the weekends, which often we are together on the weekends. So and that plan is I can see the end of the tunnel on that plan. It's less than I don't want to give away any secrets, but that this plan will have its sunset probably in less than 2 years, and then we won't be doing this anymore. So
Oh,
we're getting close.
Ooh.
we're gonna circle back on that in another podcast, I think.
Ooh, yes.
A little circle back.
Most like
Um, well, before we get to viewer feedback, and I want the big tuna, aka Jimmy, Captain Jimmy.
James, Joe,
By the way, I have two middle names, and one of them is Joseph. So we didn't know we shared Joseph.
Wait, yours is Joe. Wait, you have two middle names?
I have two middle names. Yeah,
How'd that happen?
I don't know, long story. My parents who I just finished spending a week with. I'm like, exhausted. I can't even talk about any of that.
Wait. You were acting like when me and Stephanie were naming off all of our names, you were acting like you guys have
I,
so many
I'm
names.
that came up in viewer feedback too. We're gonna talk about
Okay.
that.
Okay. All
But
right.
just so everybody knows, if you don't know about Beach and Bash, which only could be the case if you don't live around here, if you're in Texas or anywhere else, on Instagram, Beach and Bash DE. That's BEACHIN. There's no G at the end of that. Don't put a G in there. Beach and Bash DE. And Jimmy is Big Tuna 412 at Big Tuna 412. Look him up, or on Facebook, any of those places, and you'll see a lot of fun stuff, and you'll get to see how handsome Jimmy is, and
Dude,
and all of those things. So,
look like I got thrown out of the back of an airplane. Be
and
careful.
and BP, I told you earlier, we're in prime prep mode for the Lux Property Group bonfire next Tuesday,
Oh yeah,
Man,
so
I
talk
can't
about
hosted
wait.
this.
by Beach and Bash.
Hmm.
I've been emailing with Jimmy and Erica. Our details keep changing because our RSVP count keeps going up.
Oh, are we happy about that or are we not happy
We're
about that?
happy.
Oh,
This is a client appreciation event. So
okay. Perfect.
I think our RSVP is up around 130.
Okay, I was gonna ask Jimmy if you need to hire bouncers now to like start kicking people
Yeah,
out.
bring
What's
them out
Now, I
there.
mean, Savannah Beach in September is pretty chill. I'm not worried about there being any drama out there, but we got a good crowd coming. We're doing catering through Beach and Bash Primo. We're going to have the taco bar, which will be crazy. Who doesn't love a freaking? It's Tuesday, by the way. The
Can you
bonfire is
guys
Tuesday.
stop having things on days that I cannot come out to?
Taco
I'm getting real irritated about this.
I
Taco
know we need to get on
Tuesday.
the schedules, man.
Yeah, we're not aligned. We
We're
need to
going to
be.
have some beverages out there, bonfire, s'mores, games, music. We got a ton of our clients coming. We're so happy because, like anything, you guys are event people. When we said we were going to do this, it's like, yo, what if nobody comes?
Yeah.
When
Yep.
you can't do it during the summer, the traffic's too nuts, people are busy. So we said, we'll do it right after, but it's a weeknight. We're like, well, maybe we'll get 30, 40 people. I think we're going to have, if the weather cooperates, I think we're going to have over 100 people out there. So
Oh my gosh.
our RSVP count's 130.
Okay,
No,
that's awesome.
people don't show up. It's
Hey, Kristen, little
You're
does he
like
know,
80. Hmm.
little does Ben know the reason why that RSVP count goes up is because I told him that Ben's going to be twerking to Rex and Effects. So
Yeah.
people are like, holy shit, I really got to see this
either
taco or Ben twerking.
Taco
Mhm.
Tuesday, or
Baby, pop it.
we may go with the old Yacht Rock playlist. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh no! If I'm a hit and play on Rex and Effects, Rump Shaker's coming out.
Rum Shaker's coming out.
Has
Start,
to.
start tossing minis of Fireball in there. Just go.
Well, we have some
What
great
is about
swag
it?
bags we're going to give away. Swag bags for everybody, and there may or may not be a Fireball element to that.
Oh my
Have to wait and
gosh.
see. You have to wait and see. But
Oh
we're so
my gosh.
excited, and damn it, we need the weather on our side. So far, it looks good. So uh,
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. We're gonna get that weather. I mean, we know it. It's gonna be good.
it's been great. If it's like it has been the last few days, like at 6 o'clock, it'll be like 65 degrees, great sweatshirt weather for a bonfire. It'll be nice.
Mhm.
Weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. That's
Are
sweater.
you two ready for some great viewer feedback? Viewer feedback. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'll go down the list and then you guys jump in.
Okay.
As you know, Captain Jimmy, some of these are funny, some of them are critical, some of them are serious, some of them are just people, just the haters out there. It's a real mix. So I'm looking at my list here. First comment. Somebody wanted to know, BP, when we do the intro of every episode, the pre-recorded intro,
Yeah.
you and I often, we've never talked about this, but we end up like lip syncing certain parts of it. Like, and somebody said, what's up with the weird lip syncing? It's awkward.
Okay. We just like what we say. I don't know.
The intro's great, and I just feel like I need to
I
mouth
did it
off.
today and now I'll never do it again. Thanks a lot.
People think it's
I'm
weird.
like vibe curator. Ooh. Oh, by the way,
They're cousins, they're besties, and they bring
bring the energy.
energy.
Back.
We have to this episode. This episode is going to be the first episode where we have your new viewer feedback intro.
Oh, I didn't know if you had it. Let me back up.
No, we
Do
don't
your
need
thing.
Evolving.
we
I
don't
like it.
need to stop to do it. It will just be in every episode every
Okay.
time.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
What? That's epic. All
Yeah.
right.
So the reason that happened is because people really like the viewer feedback. So we needed to kind of spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Somebody wanted to know, this is from 1 or 2 episodes ago. Did Rev really think that Pregnant Pam was an Office reference from the TV show The Office? After all the times Prima mentioned it, get it together, Rev. Yes, I thought every time she said Pregnant Pam, I thought she was referencing The Office, which is one of my favorite. I watch The Office every night falling asleep.
Oh my
I
God.
just thought that. And then last week you're like, by the way, Pregnant Pam had her baby. And I'm like, fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
So they said I need to get it together. I wasn't in tune with that, and I apologize.
It's all good.
I've already apologized
Everybody,
to the real Pam and suggested her and her hubby don't be Pregnant Pam again for at least a year. Only
well, we'll see.
Jimmy, only practice. Talking about practice.
Practice. We talking about practice?
About practice. Okay, so we had a lot of confusion over the fact, Jimmy, I didn't know that both my co-host here, my wife, my sister-in-law, they all have the same middle name, Marie, because they're good Catholic girls. I didn't
That's
know.
not surprising.
Yeah, I didn't know that they each also had a confirmation name. I
That's
never
what
heard.
happens. That's what happens when you're Catholic.
And so someone,
I didn't know that.
my buddy Robbie said, clearly Rev isn't Catholic. He was mad confused about the confirmation names. What a heathen.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
You know
Wait a
what,
minute.
Robbie?
Is that like, wait,
Fuck you too. I'm not
I got
heathen.
baptized Catholic and I didn't know that.
You are
Did I?
baptized Catholic?
Yeah, do I have a confirmation name? I don't know about it.
I
Like
mean,
some,
did you go through confirmation?
no, I don't think so.
So like baptism, and then I don't think there's another thing in between. I don't know. It's been a really long time. So confirmation is when you're older. And like you go through, we had to do like Wednesday night. It was called
Oh yeah, I
CCD where
definitely
we,
didn't do all that.
or
No.
like whatever weekly classes you have to do. And then so Stephanie was my like sponsor or whatever. And so when you get confirmed, you have to choose a confirmation name. A lot of people choose Saints as their confirmation name.
Not you.
Well, my mom didn't either. My mom chose her cousin
It's over
who,
here dying.
no, I can't. I'm trying to
Wait.
talk about serious shit. I'm
No.
like, I picked a friend who passed away, and
Listen.
Ben's like,
Listen, no disrespect to your friend,
yeah,
but there's a
yeah,
follow-up viewer
lock it up.
feedback comment
God rest her soul.
about
Thank
your
you.
confirmation name. So
Oh, okay, go ahead. You can't help
so
yourself.
Mikey C said, wait, Prima's confirmation name is Alexa Lee. Sounds like the name of a bad documentary about Texas child beauty pageants.
Oh my God. Yes, it's
Your
a
confirmation
friend.
name's Alexa Lee?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm still trying to wait. Can I just real quick? So, what's the confirmation? They get up there like you can't use your real name or something. Like you got to be like shady. Like
I don't really know the reason, but
what's
it's
the
like
reason behind it?
I don't really remember, but
That's
I
my
don't
parents.
know.
Why don't I have a confirmation name? Well, I didn't go through confirmation. I guess maybe I didn't show up.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think my parents could have just did a photo op. You know what I mean? Like here he is.
And it's not like
Sprinkle
your
some water.
confirmation name is like the only name that you go by, and it's normally like it sounds as if it's a middle name. So like my mom's I think is Michelle because her cousin Michelle passed away from I believe leukemia, and then
Okay.
Stephanie's is I don't remember what she said. She had like two as well. And mine I was like, I don't know, a saint, like that's weird. So I'm just gonna honor my friend. We were in middle
Admirable.
school. Thank
Admirable.
you.
I'm not making jokes about your friend.
Well, Mike is
Mikey
bastard.
C said it sounded like the name of a bad Netflix show about child being.
Mikey C, have some respect. Put some respect on her
Put some
name.
more
No
respect.
respect, Mikey C. Okay. Okay, Mikey C, you're in big trouble with
Woo.
um
Took the heat
uh,
off me. Thank you.
so
Yeah.
pivoting, I made reference last week, and I didn't make this up, people. My sister, who's a huge Swiftie,
Oh,
told me about this like a year ago that
mm,
there's so many conspiracy theory or like rumor threads in the social media world about Taylor Swift. Anything she does, there's these threads and
yeah.
there's these subsets of the Swifties that are like on crazy tangents. My sister told me about this concept that some people called her Gaylor Swift because people thought she was like secretly gay. What do I know? I can't
I
even name
had
a
never heard
song.
of this.
But Gaylor Swift is a people who are real Swifties have heard that. You got to ask Erica. I
Okay.
mentioned it. I got a lot of hate
Yeah.
because it was right after she got engaged. I wasn't suggesting anything about her sexual orientation. I don't care about her sexual orientation. I don't make up the rumors, people. I just report them. Okay.
So what was the feedback on that?
They said that I needed to pump the brakes on the Gaylor Swift references.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm going to pump those brakes.
I
Okay.
mean, that would be a great drag queen name. I
It
feel
would,
Taylor
like
Swift.
it would be.
yeah, Taylor Swift. Somebody should come
Another,
up with that.
another comment on the same thread.
Who's a drag queen? I want to represent a drag queen that can do a drag show. I
Someone
want
else,
Taylor Swift.
someone else said in regards to me saying that, they said, "Hey Rev, don't be that guy." I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Okay.
Oh,
It's tough.
get
Yeah.
over it.
Oh God. This is Scott. This is actually a friend of my sister.
Oh
It's been
no.
Scott forever. Scott said, "How did this podcast possibly make it to 16 episodes?" Scott, we're finishing 17 now, sucker. So take it easy. Okay. You
Hey,
pump the
you're
brakes.
watching, Scott. Like, I don't know.
You pump the
Just
brakes.
saying.
You pump the
Yeah.
brakes.
There's a lot of
Man.
hate on this one. I don't know about these. I don't know about this today.
Mm.
Well, there's two more. One of them's very random, and the other one's actually a beach and bash comment because we had teased, who our guests would be. So I'll do the other one first.
Yeah.
Following up on the multiple conversations we had about the Girls Gotta Eat ladies and some of the topics that they often talk about, somebody wants to know if any of the three of us know. I didn't know this. I had I had to I had to had the Urban Dictionary.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know.
Do any of the three of us know what the
I
what
don't
the
know.
Just going.
what the
Not scared. Bring it.
the flared base rule is?
Flared
Flared
bass.
base rule.
I immediately do not like this.
I'm not going to say what it is, but you can all go look it up on your own and we can give me your
I
feedback.
mean, is this the flared bass rule? Is this going to be as bad as like two girls, one cup or something? Like, what is this?
Prima's, I think she's Googling it. I'm not going to say what it is. But
I'm
once I read
because
about it,
then
I was
all
like,
of a sudden, like weird shit's going to pop up. Not
Oh,
falling for
that sounds like a medical emergency.
once I read about
that.
it, I
Okay,
was like,
thank God.
that actually
I'm
makes
sitting here
sense.
like I'm on pins and needles, like waiting for
It,
Kristen's. Like,
it makes
I don't
sense
know.
to keep everybody safe. The flared base rule is a safety thing.
Oh, it's crucial. It's crucial.
You have to have the flared base. If you don't follow the flared base rule, you're going to have a real problem.
Yeah. Flare hashtag flare base or medical emergency. So
Look
if
it up,
you,
folks, and tell us
yeah,
next week what you think.
I
Uh,
don't like that kind of stuff though. So I don't know.
I didn't say I know. I just looked it up.
Okay. All
Last
right.
thing, this is from Mira. She said, "Tell Captain Jimmy we need more unique events around here, like Yacht to the Future." She must, I don't know who that is. This random person. Maybe she was there. Maybe she just saw about it, or heard us talking about it, or saw pictures. But I agree with Mira. That was so unique to anything else that I've seen be put on around here. It was awesome. So keep being the mad scientist, you and Eric, and coming up with like outside the box ideas and just putting yourselves out there and trying it because it was a great event.
thank you so much, man. Thank you.
It was
But if I
Like
do
this
that
one
again,
awesome.
I want a date when Kristen can come in. That's gonna be.
Woo!
she would have
I
been
want to work with Hype
Yeah.
Woman. I want to work with her energy. Like, yeah.
she would have been great at the Yacht to the Future because she's always a lot of fun. And we do need to get her here when there's an event happening and you guys can share your expertise and ideas. And
Yeah.
that's another
Always use more expertise. That's for damn
that,
sure. Coach.
that's another great quality about both of you though, is that you guys are like willing to collaborate and share ideas. And it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I know how to do it. I don't need anybody to tell me anything. There's always room
I
to.
need somebody to tell me something all the time. Trust me. Because
I
Uh,
I
was
can
tell
guarantee you, Kristen knows stuff that I don't.
I
I
was
could.
telling Ben, I was like, I just need to know like how many people are on the team. Like it can't just be Jimmy and Erica. They have so much, there's so much to do. I'm even like, should I think about hiring employees? I'm like, there's not enough hours in the day. There's so much shit to
I
do.
I tried to answer this from what
Yeah.
I know, but obviously we need you to
We
answer.
have to know before we wrap. We have to know.
All right. So the way we set it up initially, and again, this might pivot next year, right? As we go through this, but the way we set it up, we have an app that we use called Connect Team, and Connect Team blasts out as we get the events. It blasts it out to people, and then they can pick and choose what events they want.
Okay.
Right now, so everybody that we have is part time. And so we have a roster of anywhere from 14 to 16 awesome humans.
Nice.
Uh, so we still vet them. It's not like Uber where you can just sign up with us and, because we have to a certain amount of quality. But yeah, our team is the absolute heartbeat of this whole thing. And without them, this none of this stuff happens at all. And they're just the most everybody on my team I fully trust. There's nobody else like, oh, like because it is tough. It's a tough job, and I'm not scared to say it. Like we have let people go fast, and so everybody that's on this team is just amazing. And Kristen, you would love them. Ben's going to meet some more of them. But yeah, so I like to tell you, Kristen, is hire somebody when you feel, when you've got revenue coming in, or if you feel yourself just running around like a nut, and
Yep.
trying to. Because the hardest
Exactly.
part is feeling like you are, and I'm sure you are Superwoman, but even Superwoman has a sidekick, right? And find more people, that and the nice thing is you can find somebody in your mindset and you can keep going through until it fits your mold of hype woman.
Trying to get on
Ben,
that payroll, baby. I'm trying to get on the payroll for Tahoe.
Ben, you're not a woman. Ben,
Ah,
hype woman. Hype woman.
hype woman.
Gotta do
Yeah,
it.
I'm Hype Woman's assistant.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, you can do that. That's the
Okay.
best part. Hype woman productions, you can still have a man. I mean, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
But hey,
I
I
see
want to
it.
say something though. Talk about Vera feedback, if I can, really quick. This
Yeah.
this was the most hilarious thing to me about going back to the retro white party. Right before it happened, I had somebody post underneath it,
Oh, I know
and
what you're gonna say. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, and they said retro white party. They're like, "What is this? This sounds like discrimination."
Okay.
Because yeah, and
It's
I
not
said,
the people, it's the outfits, you idiot.
exactly. So I wrote back. I said the
God.
manufactured outrage party is in the other hotel. You might want to hit that.
Jimmy's always
Oh,
very good at responding to people on socials who say stupid stuff.
oh my
He's got a
gosh.
very like kind of witty response he always has that's like not.
It's fun. I have fun with people like that, and God bless them. I'm sure they have a great heart, in their mind. But I'm just like, my God, not everything is race these days, or this, and like,
Yeah,
yeah, I was like,
people.
reputable beach company is throwing an all white person party.
Yeah, crazy. It's
That would go over real well at a nice hotel.
yeah,
I'm
crazy.
sure corporate would love that.
Total chaos.
People just trying to get everybody canceled out there. It's the strangest.
But
It
it
is
doesn't
the
happen anymore.
strangest.
That's what the best part about it is. Like it's
Yeah.
now people are like, shut up. Like,
And we've
stop it.
we've managed to avoid being canceled on the pod, BP. We've been dangerously close
Same.
with
You'll never be canceled.
The Tourette
Don't be scared of
syndrome
it.
community was not happy with us. The Swifties have not been happy with us at times. But we listen, we're just here to share thoughts and ideas, no judgment. We love everybody
That's right, baby.
and
Human
We
hearts are
listen,
nuanced.
we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Shout out
Human hearts are
to
we as humans have so many different points of view. There's so much nuance, and that's what gets lost in today's world. It's like there's so many different ways. So yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Canceling people is stupid. You know what I mean?
I
90% of it is just somebody, just getting like I said, manufactured outrage. So
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh.
Before we wrap this, BP, I don't know if Jimmy heard this, but there was a funny comment on a previous episode from Cousin Disco, who was a guest, and he said about Jimmy, he said, let's be honest, Jimmy's low key from the streets. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And I was
Yes.
like, 100%. 100%. We know that because Jimmy just fit right in with all of us. We were like, oh yeah, he's with
The
us.
second I met you, getting on the boat, I was like, "Those are my people
Oh
right
yeah,
here."
it was
man.
very, very obvious
Oh.
right away. Like he's with us for sure.
Yeah. We're with
y'all,
him. Yeah.
y'all
We're with him. Yeah.
Especially,
Well,
man, y'all, yeah, your family was great. Yeah, I loved all y'all. It was fun. I appreciate that. Graham, no, I just enjoyed. Graham was right next to me with the Wawa hat. I said, "Oh man, Graham, you got the Wawa." I love Wawa. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That and with DMX in the background, 0
you
to
went from
100.
0 to 60,
Yeah.
and I said, "This is my woman." There we go. We're besties now. We're gonna
That's right.
bang,
Yeah.
fist bump.
Yeah.
Because you were like, cool, we went from yacht rock, and then you're like, there was no like slow amp up. It was like straight DMX. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
we about this life.
She's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready. Oh,
Oh,
BP stays ready. Don't let that porcelain skin fool you. There's just a
yeah.
little there's a
Yeah.
little flavor there.
I mean, Ben
Oh, yeah.
rescued the boat from crashing,
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was so
It was
crazy.
great.
but the way he did it, it's in typical like Stentz like remaining calm. He's like, hey man, the boat's kind of. There wasn't like, hey man, hey. It was just like he was tapping me. He was like, hey man, the boat's kind of going towards the. I was like, what? Fuck shit. Oh man, I'm allowed to say I can't. Whatever.
It's all right. We do that sometimes. Well, you've been an amazing guest. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming on.
No, man.
This will be the last appearance of you on the pod. We are going to be doing this for a long time, and you were great.
I hope so.
We had a lot of great points we touched on, and this will be out by the end of the week, and
Yep.
I'll see you soon. I'm gonna see, if I don't see you before, I'm gonna see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Over at Savannah Beach in Lewis, Delaware. And Prima BP, before we go, you're the best. Don't ever forget it. Love you. And
Love you too.
look for this episode to come out. And by the way, let me just tease episode 18 while we're here. We are going to have another great guest, everybody's favorite realtor, Triple L, legendary Larry Lina Weaver.
We're having him on
Let's
episode
go.
19, right?
I don't know, 18, 19, I don't know.
18,
You're
all of
right.
them.
You're right. He's on 19. Next
He's
week,
on 19.
no guest, Prima and Rev catch-up session, and then Triple L on episode 19. Thank you.
Yeah, we got
Larry's the man. I love that guy.
He's the best. All right.
That's a wrap.
That was great. Thanks,
Okay.
Captain Jimmy.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for having me on.
Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, check, baby, check.